JuicyTube TV.
The train screeched to a halt in the middle of nowhere. Outside the windows, the barren landscape stretched endlessly under a moonless sky. Inside, Lucy clutched her bag tightly, heart thudding in her chest. She was alone in the carriage, or so she thought. A voice crackled over the intercom, distorted and eerie. "Please remain seated. We are experiencing an unexpected delay." Lucy stood, the flickering overhead lights casting ominous shadows. She peered down the aisle. Empty seats stared back. But then, just barely, she heard it, the faint creak of a door at the far end of the car. "Hello," she called, her voice trembling. No response. Gripping her bag like a lifeline, she moved cautiously toward the sound. The air grew colder with each step. A chill prickled the back of her neck. She glanced over her shoulder but saw only the empty seats. At the end of the car, she found the source of the noise. The door to the next carriage was ajar, swaying slightly. Beyond it, darkness yawned like an open maw. She hesitated, debating whether to go back to her seat. But as she turned, she froze. A figure stood at the other end of the aisle, backlit by the flickering lights. Tall, motionless, and draped in shadows, the figure seemed to watch her. Who's there?" Lucy stammered, her voice barely above a whisper. The figure didn't move. The train jolted suddenly, and the lights cut out entirely. Panic surged through Lucy as she stumbled backward into the next carriage. The door slammed shut behind her, plunging her into pitch blackness. Then came the footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. Drawing closer. Lucy fumbled for her phone, its weak flashlight casting a feeble beam. She spun around and screamed. The figure was inches away now, a face pale as death emerging from the shadows. Its eyes were hollow, its mouth twisted into a ghastly grin. "Last stop," it whispered. And then, silence. When the train finally resumed its journey, the carriage was empty. Only Lucy's bag remained, abandoned on her seat.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy content.